is Wednesday. I'm going to walk you guys through our D-flex for today's workout. For our first D-flex, we have high prone ankle rocks, 10 each side. To perform this, get into the high prone push-up position, head out in front of your hands, hips and shoulders at the same height, brace your core, stack your heels, and then drop your bottom heel to the ground if you can. Try to pivot around the base of your big toe. Again, you're going to go 10 each side. After that, we have our supine rocking hammy stretch. Perform this by getting on your back. You want to find neutral in your hips. Brace your core around neutral. You're going to lift your leg and your torso up, meet halfway, and then you're just going to fall back, keeping your core tight. Stretch out the hamstring, and then alternate. Do this 10 times each side. After that, we have our quadruped straight leg rock backs for 8 each side. Start by getting into the quadruped position on our hands and knees. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. You're going to kick one leg straight out to the side. Try to lay your foot flat with your toe going straight ahead if you can. Brace your core around neutral, and then just sit your butt back into your heels. Should feel the stretch in the groin running down the inside of the thigh down to the knee. Again, 8 each side before moving on to your next stretch. After that, we have our high prone pigeon tuck stretch for 6 each side. Here, start in the high prone push-up position. Brace your core around neutral. You're going to bring your leg up. Try to lay your shin flat in front of you. Hold for a second, and then back into that high prone position and alternate. Again, you're trying to get your shin to lay flat right in front of you so that your knee and your ankle are in a straight line. Perform that 6 times each side. After that, we have a standing single leg internal rotation stretch. This is very simple. All you do is stand on one leg, brace your core, and then just rotate as far as you can over that foot, and then back out. Feel the stretch in the glute, and then back out. You are going to perform that 8 times each side. After that, we have our standing quad stretch, 6 each side. Start with a proud chest, tight core, reach back, and stretch out your quad muscle. Try to get your heel to your butt if you can. Keep your core tight. Hold it for a few seconds, and then alternate. You're going to try to do that 8 times each side. After that, we have our quadruped reaching rotations for 12 each way. Get into our quadruped position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the knees. Sit your butt back into your heels, holding your hips at neutral. You are then going to reach underneath as far as you can, and then up to the sky as far as you can. Trying to make this rotation come from between the shoulder blades and not from the lower back. Again, 12 each side. After that, we're going to move on to our side-lying windmills, 6 clockwise, 6 counterclockwise each side. So start by getting into the side-lying position, bottom leg straight, top knee and hip flex to 90 degrees. You're going to stack your hands. Your eyes are going to watch your top hand the entire time. As you make 6 circles clockwise, trying to keep your hand in contact with the ground as much as you can. And then 6 circles counterclockwise, doing the exact same thing. Trying to keep your hand down the best you can. 6 each way, and then flip 6 each way. Once you guys are done with that, you're going to move on, and you're going to go into your alternating lunges, 8 each side. Very simple. Stand up, brace your core, take a step forward, drop your back knee straight down so that both knees are at 90 degrees, and then come right back up. Alternate for 8 each side. After our alternating lunges, we have bear position, opposite reach for 8 each side. Start by getting into quadruped so we can find our good bear position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our knees off the ground, and then we're going to go opposite reach for 8 each side. Opposite hand, opposite leg, squeeze the core, hold for 2 seconds, and then bring it back in. Opposite hand, opposite leg, squeeze the core, hold for 2 seconds, and then back in. Really try to make sure that you're keeping your head out in front of your hands and you're not letting your hips get in front of your knees. What I mean that is, this would be hips behind the knees, hips in line with the knees, hips in front of the knees. We want those hips in line with the knees. After our bear position opposite reach, we are going to go into our high prone scat push-up for 12 reps. Start by getting into the high prone push-up position. You want your head out in front of your hands, your hips and shoulders at the same height. You're going to brace your core with your hips at neutral. Do not bend your elbows. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then push away 12 times. After that, we are going to go into our last warm-up exercise. You do need some equipment for this, just a speed band. So if you have access to a speed band, you'll grab that for this. We're going to go band pull-aparts for 12. So palms up, thumbs out, squeeze your core, hold everything else still, keep your arms straight as you pull that band straight to your chest. Repeat that 12 times. Once you guys are done with your pull-aparts, you are all done with your deflex. Great job.